Welcome back to a late night edition of Welcome to the Shed, where shit gets fixed. Tonight we picked up a little KFX50. We got this for free from a close friend. And basically the story on it is that since they've received it, they've done zero work to it. They've never seen it run. The only thing that they know is that the person that gave it to them told them that at a point it did run, it does not run anymore, and that it needs a gas cap. Other than that, no other information was given to us on this bike. So we're gonna go ahead and tear into it, and we're gonna figure out what's going on with it, and hopefully we can get it up and running with about $10,000 in overnight parts from Japan.
Alright, and so just a quick little overview on this thing. The only thing we've done to it so far is just put a little bit of air in the tires. It's only been about 30 minutes, so it's hard to tell if they're actually going to hold any air. So far, so good though. So, oh, that one didn't hold any air. Okay. So at least needs one tire. Needs to get the bead checked on it. Upon a little closer inspection, definitely going to need a new seat. Let's look down in the gas tank. I don't know if you guys can see down there, but she's looking pretty murky. Yeah, y'all
Probably full of rainwater.
Yeah, so upon not having a gas cap, what it did have is that rag over there with a piece of duct tape stuffed in the top of it. And yeah, so let's go ahead and try to get the body panels off of it. The seat's just sitting loose on there. Definitely gonna need a new battery.
Yeah, definitely gonna need a battery.
So yeah, let's see how many bolts are missing. I could already count 1, 2. That one's almost on the way out.
That one survived.
Yeah, so let's get these body panels off and see what we can do about getting that gas tank out and seeing if we could drain that.
Just pull down from the top. Wow. Oh, see that? Oh, got that on camera.
I hope that was on camera.
Bro, that was that come through. I see you practicing your skill.
Dilemma. Got the front body panel pretty much off almost all the way. The only dilemma we're running to is in order to get it completely off, the handlebars need to pretty much go through there, and
fully disassembled.
Yeah, you can't squeeze this through there, so now we're just gonna have to take the throttle and brake assemblies off and all this bullshit just so we can stuff all the wires back through there to eventually just reattach them. Oh, lovely. Loose wires, love to see it. Oh, right there. Bada bing. That's the brake lights right there. That's what that is. Cool. Let's do it. All right, so we are back. Got the front cover off and the rear cover. As you can see, we didn't end up having to take the handlebars out. We figured out a way to just finagle it out of there. And so the next step is going to be just to get the gas tank off, get the fuel lines disconnected.
Clean it.
Yeah. And then, yep.
Deep power washing.
Yeah, tomorrow it's going to get a deep power washing. This thing is disgusting. Just look at the grime and spiders and fucking everything. Cobwebs. I don't know what this is down there. I doubt that's factory. But yeah, we'll get this tank off and then we'll get to pressure washing tomorrow. Alright, good morning guys. It's the next day. As you can see, got this thing all outside ready to pressure wash. It's actually a little later in the day, but we went out and checked on a couple things. We wanted to go see if we could find a gas cap for the top of that gas tank and a new battery for this. Unfortunately, it seems like all the battery spots are closed on Sundays, so we're just going to order one online and we're going to go ahead and get this thing pressure washed.
Two hours later.
All right, so we are back a couple hours later. As you can see, got all the pressure washing done, and about after that the camera died. So I just went and got to work on it a little bit. We had got that gas tank pulled out and cleaned out all the way, pulled the air box, cleaned out the air box all the way. The carburetor didn't appear to be too dirty, so we did not take the carburetor apart, but just visually looking down the opening of it, didn't seem like there was too much debris, or actually no debris at all in there. So just went out on a whim, got some new gas after the tank was all cleared out, threw that in there. We went and found a new battery at O'Reilly's, so we got that going for us. And then as you can see now, we do have the starter working. Oh, hold the brake. I'm not gonna go too much on it just because I do not have the spark plug in it currently. Pulled the spark plug to check for spark. The plug didn't look too bad at all. Looked like it had been running pretty good. Definitely pretty old though, and it was just a little bit finger tight, so it was a little crusty coming out of there. But hopefully we're gonna order a new coil and CDI box for this thing, and hopefully that'll fix our spark issue because the key is working. So the next two things I would assume would to fail would be the CDI box and the coil, so just go ahead and replace them both at the same time. Guarantee this thing has spark so we can get to enjoying it. And also gonna get a new spark plug for this thing. And while we're waiting for the parts to come on order, threw this thing back together just so it doesn't look so bad sitting in the garage. But as you can see, this thing cleans up pretty good. Gonna need a new seat upholstering for sure. But besides that, we're pretty much just on the wait for parts.
So it's been about 2 weeks since the last clip. Parts came in, did the normal testing, diag stuff you would do for something like this. We replaced the CDI box, replaced the rectifier, new ignition coil, trying to chase down the no spark issue. Still didn't have spark. Replaced the stator, still no spark. So at that point, just went ahead and replaced the entire wire harness. I tried to go through it and find any faults. I couldn't find it, so I just replaced the wire harness, which finally solved the no spark issue. We do have spark again. At that point, trying to get it started, you know, even with running starter fluid through it, we're just not getting any life out of this engine. We did check it for compression before we started all this work, and while it didn't have the greatest compression, it did have compression, at least enough where I felt like it should run. But after trial and error, we're concluding that the engine is no good. So at this point, moving forward, we had three options, which is either, you know, scrap the whole project, because how far do you really go to get a 50cc bike running? Put a brand new engine in it from Kawasaki, which is a fair amount of money, probably not worth what this bike is, or do a full top end rebuild and pray that that fixes the issue. like I said, it's been 10 years since this thing's ran, so who even knows if there's any other problems internally or not. But we did go ahead and we did the top end rebuild. Put a new piston, new rings, new sleeve. I'll show some pictures now. And at this point, with the top end rebuild done, I'm still not getting any life out of it. It just cranks and cranks and cranks. It doesn't turn over. It's got crazy good compression now, so I know the top end rebuild was successful. But we can't get any life out of this thing, and I really don't know what to do moving forward. It just makes you wonder, like, you know, how far do you really push the issue with a bike like this? Let me try to put in the drill on there, give it a little extra. Here, no, keep the key on. All right, ready?
Yep, you ready?
Just go ahead and give it a little bit of start, and I'll go from there. That is, is it running? Yeah. Yep. Hold on. Go again. Good running, Rafa.
Let's go.
My good luck charm. Let's go, baby!
Dude, that was right. Cause we've been struggling this bitch for like 2 weeks now.
Yeah.
And like we've been like, what the fuck did we do, Pop? We've been fixing one system at a time, and like we ran out of problems basically. Last night we were like looking for a problem. We're like, there's got to be a problem, and like we literally verified everything. We checked the valve clearances. We double checked the timing like 3 times.
Yeah.
We double checked the jets and the carburetor, all the carburetor adjustments.
We replaced the piston and fucking sleeve on this thing, like.
Question.
Dude, I'm talking about, we did everything to this thing and it wouldn't start, bro. We were fucking like, what the fuck, man? Like, you got gas, you got compression, you got spark. Like, why won't it run?
Everything was good, but my dad, he was just like, try hitting the flywheel bolt with the drill as you're cranking it over to give it a little extra cranking speed.
Bro, that's such a like specific tip, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something that you would never think of. Like, man, this thing, you know, for a 50cc, this thing's a lot of fun, man. I'm actually really surprised, and I'm glad we got this thing running, man. We appreciate you guys if you watch this video all the way through. We'll see you next time on Done Wrong Garage.